there's season 2 of Star Wars Rebels. I mean, Resistance. And in the trailer it said season 2 is going to be his final season. Not surprised seeing how lousy that show is. I mean, the only good thing possible good thing I'd say about that show is the woman who played Leia did a good job sounding like Leia, in my opinion, which I know might be unpopular opinion. And I didn't really mind the animation. That's really about it. I mean, Oscar Isaac and Gwendolyn Christie, who played Poe and Phasma, they did a pretty decent job, pretty good job, reprising their characters in Resistance. But outside of that, I got really nothing good to say. I mean, I'm happy that Resistance is getting done and over with. I like with that Anna, that Star Wars girl. I've watched every single episode of Resistance. Even though Anna, that Star Wars girl's episode recaps were much more entertaining than watching the actual episodes, because the way she explained it was pretty funny at times. More funny than the actual show is, like a few episodes combined, or in the entire series to be a fact. But that show, I figured it was going to get picked up for this second season, even before it got announced that it was going to have a second season. A bit before it was announced, I think mid-season for season 1, if I remember correctly. And am I surprised this show is ending with season 2? No, I am not. Now, they partially blame why the show sucks so bad is because it's a kid's show. Like, bitch, Clone Wars was a kid's show. It had 6 seasons. And a lot of people, including me, enjoyed the Clone Wars. I might not of like exactly all of the episodes of the Clone Wars, but at least even the episodes that I was like, and they're okay with, can stand their own ground with. And same with Rebels. I got 4 seasons. A lot of fans, including me, liked Rebels, and it had 4 seasons. I liked Rebels. I liked the Clone Wars. Both shows are kid shows, and I'm in my 20s, even many of that, and I'll gladly rewatch them again. Even I was doing the Star Wars marathon. Now my father isn't much of a Star Wars fan, and every single time he catches me watching Star Wars, anything Star Wars, he says, "How many times have you watched this?" I usually come up with a remark, "Who cares?" Like, cause literally, who cares? But in this case, I said, "Does it really matter?" And they said, "You just grow up," cause cause he knows I watch Star Wars a lot. So I guess he associates watching Star Wars as immature, which watching Star Wars is not exactly immature. And I think and it was Rogue One he caught me watching, but you can say, with some people saying, "That's the darkest Star Wars movie." That's some whole adult Star Wars movie. If you want to use that's the darkest Star Wars movie because every character dies at the end. Revenge of the Sith is the darkest Star Wars movie. Point blank. That's a discussion for another time. But to be honest, I don't really pay attention to people who says I need to grow up because I'm into Star Wars and watch Star Wars. Anyways, the Clone Wars, Resistance, Clone Wars and Rebels were great shows. Good for kids, you can say, but they were great shows. They didn't take kids for granted. They didn't think kids were stupid. They thought they gave kids benefit of the doubt. And Resistance kind of does that. Resistance, like most shows nowadays, kind of takes kids for granted. Thinks kids are more stupid than they are. Now, shows like Dora the Explorer are the few examples for me. I mean, few exceptions for me. You know, as a kid, that show, that crap out of me because it had Dora saying, "Hey, do you know where the Star Wars book is?" And I would say, "Dora, it's in your hand. Just look in your hand," or something like that. Just an example. Outside of that, most kids shows, especially nowadays, kind of takes kids thinking that they're stupid and stuff like that, which Resistance is one of them. And yeah, Clone Wars and Rebels did have its cheesy moments, but for the most part, it was great. For the most part, the episodes that came before and after kind of rescued those episodes that may have been cheesy. And for me, 90% of the episodes for Rebels and Clone Wars combined was a definite hit. Now, and what might be me just being picky from time to time where it was a miss, but for the most part it was a hit. And overall, Clone Wars / Rebels is a hit for me. Resistance is a miss. They couldn't even get Gwendolyn Christie to come back as Captain Phasma. At least I don't think that's her. I watched the trailer again. And they didn't even have Adam Driver to reprise his role as Kylo Ren. Probably because he was too busy with The Last Jedi. And maybe the reason why they couldn't get Gwendolyn Christie to come back to do Captain Phasma is because because Captain Phasma will make another cameo in The Rise of Skywalker, which I'm begging the Force that she will have more of a prominent and more effective role in The Rise of Skywalker if she is going to be in The Rise of Skywalker. But assuming that that's not the case, that's just sad. Really, really sad. I mean, when I first saw the trailers, when I first heard that there was gonna be a Resistance show, I said, okay, I can get behind this. I mean, hopefully they'll do the sequel trilogy justice in terms of making it better. And then I saw the first trailer for Star Wars Resistance, and it's like, okay, maybe it's just how the first trailer was presented, because this show looks like it's awful. Second trailer came out, yeah, more of a hint that this show was going to be awful. The show came out, yeah, it was awful. So, and there were some episodes I can see that they're literally trying, but their execution was a miss for me. And I just don't like Resistance. It's a dumb show. I think it really shouldn't have never existed. I'm not surprised it's only having 2 seasons. I'm not surprised that it's getting cancelled, because they want to push out the old characters, bring us the new. Which of course, then they also realize they can't really survive on solely the new characters, so then they bring back the old characters. For Resistance, she was only in like 2 episodes. Leia. For the original trilogy, since they killed off Han and Luke, and they kind of, unless if they go the CGI route, which they confirmed that they aren't, with Leia, because, Carrie Fisher sadly passed away, they brought back Lando for Cash Crab. And it's like, why are you even trying to kill off the past? If you're only going to bring them back in. Of course, you shit on them. Luke, this death scene and stuff. This is one. And for argument's sake, make him creepy old Luke. I didn't exactly mind him as much because I kind of figured, I was hoping we would get to see the old Luke towards the end of the movie and get to see the Luke that we knew from the original trilogy in episode 9. But, it's like, I don't know why exactly to say besides, I'm not really surprised this show is ending, especially with how Lucasfilm's treatment overall Star Wars fans, and making all these excuses why, like, there's no original or prequel trilogy characters in the Star Wars theme park, why they're passing the fans who dislike The Last Jedi and Solo, and why Resistance is so bad. This guy's a kid show, In a sense, you can use the same argument with Clone Wars and Rebels, saying they're both kid shows, but they were more successful. Now, hopefully, Season 2 will be better than Season 1 in terms of the story arc, and hopefully, the acting-wise, comedy-wise, still seems to be there, but hopefully, the acting-wise and story arc-wise will be better than Season 1. I doubt it, but we can all hope, can't we? Anyways, so long story short, I'm not surprised Season 2 is the last season. I'm just not surprised there's not going to be any Season 3. Deservingly so. Now this, in my opinion, is not as bad as the Ninja Turtle Next Mutation show, but it's pretty close in there. It's pretty close. So what do you guys think about Star Wars Resistance? Did you like the first season? Did you dislike the first season? Did you like the trailer? Dislike the Season 2 trailer? Are you excited for Season 2 to be the final season, or no? Leave a comment below. And I'm totally ripping this from that Star Wars girl. May the Force be with us all, because we all need it right now.